Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maddie Bartlebow, and I am the president of Delta Beta chapter of Kappa Delta Epsilon here at Chestnut Hill College. I'd like to welcome all of the inductees, faculty and staff, and parents. The National Fraternity of Kappa Delta Epsilon, of which you are to become a member, was founded on April 22nd, 1933, in Washington, D.C. The 6 colleges and universities that were represented at that meeting became charter chapters of the national organization of KDE. Those schools were Allegheny College, Birmingham Southern College, Cornell University, Emory University, Illinois State University, and Temple University. Being inducted today signifies your desire to work within the Delta Beta chapter of Kappa Delta Epsilon at Chestnut Hill College and within the national fraternity. In order to gain the proper perspective of the importance of promoting education and the teaching profession, we will provide you with a brief history of the educational movement.
Education is one of the most significant processes of civilization, and our knowledge of the aims and methods has been made clearer through the work of many leaders. It was Plato and Aristotle who taught that education should foster the development of the fullest life for the individual, though they thought only in terms of the privileged class. 2,000 years later, Comenius stated that the aim of education was to train for useful and happy manhood and womanhood. John Locke explained that virtue included a knowledge of the world and the capacity to deal effectively with it. Pestalozzi saw the task of education to uplift the downtrodden masses. What the Athenians had desired for a few, Pestalozzi sought to achieve for many. Froebel approached education from the point of view of the child. And the father of modern philosophy, John Dewey, believed that education included all that makes one's own experiences more worthwhile to others, and that enables one to participate more richly in the worthwhile experiences of others.
Inductees who enter Kappa Delta Epsilon must seek not only to find truth, but to skillfully present it to others. Recognizing the nature and importance of the challenges of our educational undertakings, we have joined together so that through our association and study, we may become more fruitful workers in this greatest of human tasks. We are pleased to recognize in you that ability, earnest of purpose, and interest in education that have made you outstanding. Now, I ask you to rise and repeat after me the pledge of Kappa Delta Epsilon, which can be found in the little booklet. I solemnly affirm that I will ever be loyal to Kappa Delta Epsilon, that I will endeavor to live in accord with its high ideals, and through both giving and receiving, will seek to increase my usefulness in the teaching profession. Now it is my privilege to light this candle signifying your pledge intended to accept the responsibility of membership in Kappa Delta Epsilon at the national level in the Delta Beta chapter at Chestnut Hill College. You may be seated.
It's great to see you all here. In accepting the responsibility of this membership, it is appropriate that you know the meaning of Kappa Delta Epsilon, which comes from the Greek words meaning a circle of well-trained teachers. It's hoped that you will remain true to our founding and always foster a spirit of fellowship, uphold high standards of scholastic achievement, and maintain professional ideals. It is my privilege to light this second candle, signifying the desire to uphold the ideals of our founding.
Since the main objective of education in a democracy is to provide the opportunity for each individual to attain the highest possible development, the well-trained teacher occupies a position of unmistakable responsibility. The words Kappa Delta Epsilon symbolize the teacher as an interpreter, a guide, and a friend. To love, respect, and guide students for a life of possibilities is the teacher's task. To give aid, to counsel, and to support fellow teachers and all agencies promoting love of truth is a teacher's privilege. To signify the responsibility of a well-trained teacher, I now light the third candle.
I'll draw your attention to the screen. The KDE coat of arms symbolizes the ideals of this organization. The shield of KDE's coat of arms depicts a helmet to protect the warrior's head. Above the shield, the closed visor of the helmet suggests prudence in speech and wisdom in counsel. The 4 yellow diamond shapes represents the 4 light-giving windows of self, nature, society, and God as the only ways of attaining a good life. The purple fleur-de-lis, 2 above and 1 below, symbolize the love of truth, beauty, and goodness.
The crest wreath is entwined in 6 folds, which represent the 6 original chapters of KDE. The annulet, formed of concentric circles at the top, represents the perfection to which we aspire. From the helmet, extending out and around the shield, drops the cloak, a protection for our shield against any storms. The final parts of the design are the words Kappa Delta Epsilon, inscribed in the ribbon below the shield. Our motto is the Greek words logos, which symbolizes the highest spiritual values in life.
As the local chapter of Kappa Delta Epsilon, we are justly proud of our coat of arms and its inspirational sources. As president, I charge each of you to keep its high purpose deep within your hearts. At this time, please come forward as your name is called, sign in the registration book, and receive your pin and certificate.
Cassandra Callahan. Lily Corrigan. Sierra Davis Young, Alexander Lynch, Jennifer Miller, Carrie Ann Mullen, Erin Rafferty, Terry Simpson, Jenna Smith, Jayla Welch, Turquoise Bland, Kamika Burney, Nicole Alessandra Greaves, Sophia Marie Johnson, Jasmine Reed, Kelly Thomas, Lakia A. Walker,
I take great pleasure in admitting you into Kappa Delta Epsilon and do hereby declare you to be members of the Delta Beta chapter at Chestnut Hill College. Congratulations.